Hi guys, it's Real Talk with Tracy. In the background, my 11-year-old rescue dog, and at my feet, who knows if he will make an appearance, but my big Labradoodle, Max. Anyway, I am here to talk about Ozempic. And I have a love-hate relationship with Ozempic. I love it at moments and I hate it at others, and I'll tell you why. A couple of years ago, now that I'm in menopause, I've been in menopause probably, 6 years. I'm going to be 63 coming up shortly in a few days. I had just kept gaining weight. And even though I was walking 45 minutes a day, eating the fruits, the vegetables, doing the fiber, all of that kind of stuff, stool softeners, I've been chronically constipated almost my entire life. So then I went on Ozempic, which slows everything down. And so more constipation. But weight loss. I remember the first week being over the moon. I lost 4 pounds. I don't even know how it happened. It was like magic. It was like somebody had a magic wand and went shh. It was amazing. 4 pounds. When I was working so hard before, nothing. And then now 4 pounds down in 1 week. And I wound up losing pretty quickly. I'd say in the first couple months, like 24 pounds. It put me back into all my old jeans that were in my closet. And I felt pretty again, and I felt womanly again, and I felt more attractive for my husband again. And I was so thankful that I found this because it was a miracle. I would go out to eat, and usually thinking about food all day, I wasn't thinking about food at all. I would go out, let's say, eat a hamburger, and I would eat, come here, Max. I would eat half a hamburger and I'd be full. I mean, that's it. I just couldn't eat anymore. And I'd be like, okay, give the other half to my husband, put it away for later. We'd go out for sushi. I usually could have 2 rolls. Now I could barely have 1. And the weight was just coming off. I was feeling great. My body was looking better. Like I said, all of my clothes were fitting, all those old clothes that you have. Do you have like 2 or 3 sizes in your closet? I had like 12 14s and then 14s that are like stretchy because I never wanted to wear a 16. And then I had 12s that were really tight, and then they were getting loose on me, and I was really feeling like I was accomplishing something until I wanted to lose more. And I went up to 2.0, and I got so bloated to the point of looking like I swallowed a giant watermelon. I would get bouts of diarrhea to the point where I felt like I was giving birth to an alien. I was in so much horrific pain, and I would be sitting on the toilet just crapping my guts out and at the same time vomiting into a towel. And I remember one of those nights and coming out, and my husband just came home from work, and me barely being able to get to the couch to lay down because I was so exhausted from what my body was going through. And from vomiting so much and pooping and everything and all the pain, I was crying and there was tears coming down my face. And my husband looked at me and he goes, "Oh my God, Trace, is it really worth it? It's not worth it, honey. Is it really worth it to stay on this?" And I said, "Yeah, but I look so much better and I feel pretty and I could fit into my pants now." And he's like, "Really, you need to try to get off it." So I decided I was going to taper off. So I started to taper off, and immediately like 10 pounds came right back. I didn't even earn it. I didn't even do anything. I didn't go out and have cake and French fries and deep fried foods. I didn't do anything to earn the 10 pounds coming back. It's like my body just, like a sponge, puffed back up. Okay, so now I'm miserable. My jeans don't fit. And I'm feeling crappy about myself. So I go to my doctor. I get Manjaro. Manjaro shots are really painful to me. they have a different system of delivery, and they really like jam that needle really jams in, and I was getting these big welts all over my legs. And so even after 3 and 4 weeks, I had these circles all over my legs. And my doctor saying, okay, you're allergic to it. You got to go off it. So I went off that, tried something else. My weight is still up. And then I'm like, I'm so unhappy with myself. I'm just going to go back and stay on a really low dose of Ozempic. Okay, so I went back on a low dose, 0.25. Didn't seem to be working for the hunger that much, but my blood sugar is still really low, which is great. Sorry, my dog is itching. No. I'll let you see my dog really quick, and then I'll finish what I was saying. I hope you can see him. He's awfully, incredibly cute. But anyways, stop itching yourself, Max. So then I go back and I'm starting, I have my blood work done. My blood work's perfect. My A1C is low. It's like 5.4. Everything's going well. And I just decided I'm staying on this low dose. And unfortunately, when we went to Mexico, I picked up a very bad intestinal infection to where I had full-blown diarrhea like every day for days and days. Made it back. And then I figured that my body cleaned out that problem. And I was going poop every day, you guys. I was so happy. It was like a normal person. I was just going. And then all of a sudden, I would have these bouts where, again, giving birth to the alien, like horrible pain, chronic diarrhea. And I'm talking like vomiting at the same time as pooping. Go to my gastroenterologist after having my poop looked at and going through all these lab tests. Okay, so I have an intestinal infection from Mexico, which I've been to Mexico so many times, never had that problem. So really, really sick. Going through 2 rounds of antibiotics, my body's finally normal. And for normal, now I'm constipated again. So going on the 0.25 wasn't really doing it. Taking Miralax, taking stool softeners. Max, I got to give Max a cookie. I'm sorry. He's pulling blankets. He's pulling pillows. This is what he does. Hold on. Anyway, so I finally get my system back. I start having heart pain, which has nothing to do with Ozempic. Hold on, guys. Come here, guys. Over here. Sit. Okay, you get one. Okay, so that should hold him over for a while. So anyway, I'm going through this heart pain, and I wound up going for an angiogram, and I have to have angioplasty because I have an 80% blockage in my heart, which again has absolutely nothing to do with Ozempic. But Ozempic's supposed to be really good for people with coronary artery disease. So I recover from all this, and you have to remember, because of the diarrhea, because of the cramps, because of my angioplasty, I couldn't exercise. So I finally got back to exercising, and I went up to 0.5 this week, and I've lost 5 pounds. The day after I took the shot, I pooped like crazy, but like in a good way. That was Sunday. Now I haven't gone, and today's Thursday morning. But I've lost 5 pounds. So now I'm like, okay, I've eaten Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, haven't gone to the bathroom. So now I'm back to Miralax. I do soak chia seeds in the morning. In almond milk, I'm doing lentils and rice, which usually help. I'm constantly having to think about what I'm going to eat. I did have some sourdough bread this week with some turkey and vegetables. I had a couple sourdough bread sandwiches, and I just feel like everything's stuck. Nothing's coming out. So I've been swimming. I've been exercising. This morning, I didn't want to go to the gym because last night I did a smooth move tea, which is supposed to help you go to the bathroom, and this morning, nothing. So I'm going to get off the phone right now. I'm going to exercise my dogs as I always do. I play kickball with the big one for about 40 minutes every day and walk. I have a really large yard and I have concrete around and then gating. And then after that, I have grass. And so we do a lot of exercise outside and make sure that they're exercised before I go, if I go swimming, which is great for my heart, great for my back. I'm just really having a struggle as to what to do. All my doctors think it's great that I'm on Ozempic. They think it's great that my A1C is low. They think it's great to be on it because I have coronary artery disease. I was having struggles with pooping even before Ozempic. And so the question is, what do I do? Do I just microdose it? Just do the 0.25 and just really watch what I'm doing and stay on it? I guess that's probably what I'm going to be doing, because if I go on a higher dose, I'm having issues. And unlike other people that have been able to, I have a friend, her husband's lost like 80 pounds. I just really wanted to lose another maybe 10, 15, 20 pounds. And, that magical, I don't want to eat anymore feeling, that went away. And now I still get hungry. Not as hungry as without it, but I still get hungry. So I just wanted to give you an update on kind of the pros and cons of what I've gone through with this. And for those of you who think, you just need to eat better and exercise more, when you go through menopause and your hormones change, and after 30, you start gaining more fat than muscle in your body as a woman, when you hit your 50s and 60s, especially with genetics like I have, I had very kind of spongy, soft grandmother with the cellulite legs and the big hips. If I look at genetics, I don't have like the athletic women that are my mom and aunt and grandmother. I always had more of the very curvy, voluptuous type women who tend to put on weight as they get older. So I've had to fight it like twice as hard as almost everybody I know anyway. And I've been dieting probably since I've been 12. And I'm going to be 63. But anyways, I'm not saying good or bad. I'm not saying do it or don't do it. I am just sharing my experience with you guys. Never had kids, been with my husband over 40 years, super happy. And I started this YouTube channel and I am leaving my pearls of wisdom because one day I'm going to be gone and all this hopefully will still remain. And so my YouTube channel is a mixture of things I've been through, little clips of vacations we've gone on, tips of the day, my dogs. I'm really big into rescuing dogs. I have some animation stuff on there. I just turned around and looked the other day and I have like over 1,300 videos. And I think last week there were like 35,000 people that tuned in. So it's just crazy. But anyways, my biggest prayer always is peace on earth. I'm sending you guys love and support, and you're not alone. I know we're going through crazy times, but I just want you to know that you are not alone out there. And if you're feeling alone or you're feeling anxiety and you want to do something good for yourself, listen to music, go for a walk, call a friend, adopt a rescue dog. You'll be okay. Sending you guys love. Bye.